Welcome to FANfare Social Media. Today's demo is about our fantastic feature that we're just going to call auto campaigns. Now here's the way it works. Let's suppose you've got a typical challenge for many social media consultants or marketing managers who have a lot of content. Let's say you've got a lot of contents that you want to post and good amounts of material that you can repost later, and you need a flexible application that allows quick and easy adjustments to do ongoing campaigns rather than individual posts, because you don't want to spend every day under the deadlines and pressures of getting your content out and posting it today. But with most applications, you can't post very far in the future, because if you need to make an adjustment, you got a bunch of major challenges on your calendar, because each of those is an individual post, not as part of a campaign. That's the difference. So we call a campaign something that is a multiple sequence of campaign posts that goes on for a period of time. So the solution is our FANfare auto campaigns. This is unique in the marketplace. What you can do is set up an unlimited number of content posts that even repost at whatever frequency you wish to whichever networks you wish. You can set it all up in advance, let it run, and only worry about it when you need to make an adjustment. Adjustments are simple and easy to make. All your posts are not really individual posts, but they're part of the overall campaign. So if you want to make an adjustment, you can make it at the campaign level, or you can even deactivate the campaign in seconds, and all the posts within it are affected. Now you can still go to an individual post and make a change, but if that post was being reposted over and over, you don't have to change each of those posts. You only change it once. Now maybe you're thinking, well, that sounds good, but I can't think of any material that I would have that I could do that sort of stuff for. All my content is spontaneous creation. Well, I think you'll find that for almost every company that I can think of, you can have at least these automatic campaigns going on. And once you get finished hearing about this and seeing it, you'll see how valuable it is. So let's suppose the first campaign is a list of your benefits and features. Now, if you're going to tell me you don't have a list of benefits and features, then you're in bigger trouble than watching this demo, and you better go take charge of that. So let's suppose you just input your top 50 benefits and features, however you want to categorize them. Or if you only got 10, that's fine, it's going to work too. But the more, the better. The reason is that the system can be selected to randomize each of those benefits or features so that it's going to be different each time. Gives the reader a fresh look and prevents you from having to have the same post that reposts over and over. Instead, it'll be a different post that reposts over and over. Let's suppose you schedule it to go out at 9 o'clock in the morning each day on whichever networks you want. Then you can clone that campaign. Once you've got that set up, you just clone the campaign, basically copy it as many times as you want so that you could have it go out each hour of the day. Or maybe you'd make some adjustments to clone the campaign a little differently for a different social network. Fantastic. I think everybody's got that campaign. But I think there's others. What about training tips? Whether you have a product or a service, you've got to have some kind of special little sort of frequently asked questions or training tips, I call them. Just list your top 20, and that's a campaign. How about company information? On most websites, you'll see a history of things that happen in the company, or you'll see press releases about new information. All of those are different pieces of company information. Just list a whole bunch of them in our campaign area, and that's a campaign. How about customer testimonials? These are great. Maybe some case studies or testimonials, or just featuring some of your clients with a link to their website. They'd love the free advertising. If you can't come up with 15 of those, You're probably a startup. How about provocative questions? Things that, sort of uh, that go towards their pain points. Do you need more leads? Whatever it might be in your type of market. Provocative questions, you can probably come up with lots of those. Now, just with this short list, and I think there's many, many other topics, we've come up with 5 fantastic campaigns. What's the result? Well, once these are set up, without you having to do anything, you got at least half a dozen posts going out per day onto any of the selected networks, selecting them randomly so it's always fresh content. They're running indefinitely. There's no end date unless you decide to end it, which you can do in a couple seconds. There's no end date. On other applications, what you have to do is restart that campaign all over again. There's no effort to this at all. So you can easily make an adjustment whenever you need, deactivate the campaign, or clone it and change the frequency, or just change the frequency anytime you want. Now you can focus on what most people get stuck with every day or every week is your ad hoc content posts. What do I want to talk about today? Now you can just do that without any pressure or deadlines because you've got tons of content posting. And now you can have a little bit more fun with minimal effort and a lot of activity. Later on, after you see how our system does this, you can contact us here for more questions. Now let's take a look at how we set this up in our system. First, very quickly before I show you how we set them up in our system, let's show you what the results look like from today. Here's a list of our sent messages for the day. Some of these, as you see, are just thank yous to Twitter followers or RSS feeds or forwards. But as we get further down in here, you'll see here's a FANfare discussion question. All right, that posted and went out today. Right here is who needs a structured social strategy, our daily blog, testimonials. Here's a YouTube demo, another discussion question, a feature benefit, another feature benefit. Those were 2 different networks there, as you see. Our daily blog, and as you see, I could load more pages. It doesn't end there. That's just from today, and guess what? I didn't create any content today. The system did it all. There's a really good mix of different things on multiple networks. It all happens automatically, and it's just beautiful. Now, at the same time, if we look at our calendar, you see I have nothing scheduled for today. It's because it was already sent. Once it's sent, it clears the calendar. But I have nothing scheduled for tomorrow, because until tomorrow comes, it doesn't post. This is the genius of the way our campaign works. If you were making all those individual posts and reposting them on a scheduler in most apps, your calendar would be filled with different activities. Now, what if you wanted to stop one of those campaigns? Well, it's not a campaign, so you can't stop it. You'd have to delete each individual entry. This is beautiful. You only have to worry about one day at a time, and the system takes care of everything. Sorry to keep you waiting. Now I'm ready to talk about how we set these campaigns up. So in our Fan Creation Center is where the campaigns are located, and these are some campaigns that are already set up. I can search for an individual campaign here, or a certain type of delivery. What I can see all my sequential campaigns or my randomized campaigns, and I can find my campaigns that are in draft mode, which is work I still have to do, or the ones that are already live and ongoing. You see the clock, that means the campaign has been activated, and over here it's going to tell us whether it's live or draft. Now at the same time, I've identified our type of campaign. We'll show you how to set that up in a minute from those selections on our examples that I mentioned before. And it tells you whether it's sequential, random, and who is responsible for the campaign. let's just take a look at our standard campaign that we have for the features and benefits. Our little rollover menu here shows that we can edit this, we can clone it, we can activate it, deactivate it, or even delete it. So it's all very easy. Let's just take a look at it. Now when we set this up, of course, all these fields were blank. So we just got some description fields here. You can change your status from, it starts out as draft and then goes to live only after you've tested out your post and you're comfortable with it in a draft mode. We've randomized this one. It's going out daily. And here on our calendar, you see I've scheduled this one to go out Monday through Friday at 1 o'clock each day. I could easily change that up and the whole campaign is done. If I had 50 posts as part of that campaign, they can all be changed. Maybe I have a campaign that only wants to go out once a week. I only have to have the Monday checkbox, for example. This is also a way to organize your campaigns so that you're staggering your delivery during the day. I got some at 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. Rather than having them all post simultaneously, I hate that when I see Twitter and I see about 6 posts all from the same company, one right after another. It drives me crazy. So that's what it looks like on the setup. Now let's take a look at the campaign itself. We can select our services here. We've got this going to our Facebook fan page and our Twitter account. We can have an overall link that goes out with each post. This one's going to our blog. We obviously can put in whatever tags are appropriate, and then our topics are actually the content posts themselves. So you see each of the posts that is here, and you can scroll through. We've got 54 different ones. These are all our features and benefits. Like I said, simple stuff. So this can be appropriate. No reason why it couldn't be appropriate for current customers who haven't ordered all the products or services from you yet. It's also appropriate for Twitter for sure, because that's just stream advertising. Let's take a quick look at another one where maybe we've got a little bit different thing going on. Now I'm not sure you could set up a blog campaign necessarily, but I just wanted to show you one thing in this. With each of our topics, we can actually create a unique link that goes out to that part of our blog. So each post could have that. Now I'm going to go, and what I really wanted to show you is one of our other campaigns, our YouTube video campaign. Now remember, Google owns YouTube. Do any research on the internet and you'll find that YouTube videos gain significant prominence in search rankings. So you want to have some posts that are doing videos, and there's a lot of free video capturing screen services just like the one I'm using now that are very, very easy to use. So let's take a look. We can have a link introducing FANfare Social Media, our YouTube demo, and it creates a bit.ly that goes to that particular demo. Awesome. Now keep in mind, if I needed to make an adjustment to one of these campaigns, let's suppose I decided, no, I don't want this going out at 10:30 anymore. I want to change it to 3 o'clock each day. I just change each of the entries to PM and to 3, save it, and it's done. Or let's suppose I like this campaign and I got another open slot in my schedule, and I'd like to duplicate this campaign going out at 1 o'clock. All I have to do is go back and clone this campaign, and it's going to take all your information and reset it. You could even choose to go to a different network or a different time with it. Campaigns are awesome. The adjustments that need to be made are made immediately, and it affects the entire campaign, not an individual post. So go start thinking up your campaigns and call us when you're ready to use our system to implement it. Have a great day.